Illegal truck drivers from around India have been murdering families and are known for their ridiculously unsafe driving behaviors. But how did we even get here letting anyone drive a semi-truck, let alone an illegal immigrant? Well, all of this came to my attention recently when I noticed bunches of Indian truck drivers would just park their semi-truck in the turning lane on a busy road and just walk over where I work, which definitely does not rhyme with Starbucks for their chai latte. For context, I live in a small town wider than a Taylor Swift concert, so seeing multiple Rameshes illegally park in the middle of a road made me question on how this happens. So I did what every illogical man does. I looked it up on Instagram, only to be greeted by hundreds of videos of illegal Indians just obliterating families in the blink of an eye. And I'm not just talking about bone smashing the sub-3s.
Is he dead? Okay.
But actually just flattening entire families. But how did they even get here? Because this rabbit hole is much deeper than I thought. First, to legally drive a semi-truck in America, you need a commercial driver's license, aka a CDL. But the thing is, these illegal Indians do have illegal CDLs. Legally. There's two main ways this happens. The most common is through Sleepy Biden. You see, the term illegal immigrant is mostly defined by the executive branch, aka Biden, or really who was ever behind the scenes controlling Biden. Biden's team would classify most immigrants as seeking asylum. I mean, to be fair, if I lived in a house made of cow shit, I'd seek asylum too. So while these illegal immigrants are still illegal, technically they do not appear illegal to CDL licensors. You obviously can't get a CDL if you're illegal, but under Biden, hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants, not all Indian, but many, abused this scheme. Although this method has been patched by the Trump administration, and is still in the process of removing 200,000 illegal immigrant CDLs. The other way Indians obtain these CDLs is just through bribing CDL licensors, which of course led to this disastrous outcome. There are no official reports on how many Americans have died as a result, because they are, well, undocumented illegals, and Trump is only now starting to crack down on this, but hundreds of headlines and videos have emerged. But why are illegal Indians such bad drivers? Well, you really only have to look at this clip from Indian streets just to see why. There's zero order, it's all chaos, and this is shown through the tragedies that occur when you import them into America. This is again because India has zero public empathy, but third world countries in Asia obviously have different driving cultures. When I was in Vietnam, your best shot to survive crossing the street was legitimately just to close your eyes and move forward at a steady pace. This has actually developed into a problem with American tourists in Asian countries like Vietnam because the driving culture is just so different. However, the immigrant problem is not just a Democrat issue. Traditional Republicans like Ben Shapiro do not care about the quote browning of America. This is because they can import foreign labor from third world countries legally or not to have them work for little pay that no American would. Why? Well, the value of one American dollar is drastically more in India. So while $10 an hour might seem like a horrible wage in America, in India it's basically the wage of a millionaire. This is why I'm heavily against career politician Republicans, because they have sold out to their lobbying groups, comprised of billionaires that want to keep importing millions of immigrants to work for nickels and dimes, so they don't have to pay real wages to true-born Americans, and increase that CEO bonus so they can have 10 yachts instead of 3. But yeah, that's all for today. If you like this video, then you'll probably enjoy the video on screen about Jasmine Crockett being the world's stupidest politician, or my video on Indians' influence on the internet. But yeah, please like and subscribe, bye.